is the fullback with the first and goal. Kuhn gets the call. Pyle trying to make his way in for the touchdown. What a great second effort.
Y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the here comes the here comes the y'all don't really want it now. I said so. I keep big bills up in my heart on the dirty like blood. So ain't got no twist in my head, but I'm still dreadful.
Wolf Pack, what's going on? It's your boy, the Wolf of Roto Street, rotostreetjournal.com. We breed and feed you fantasy wolves. Feels great to be back. It's been a long absence. I feel like we go live every day, and then the holidays hit, and I miss you guys. So I'm pumped to be back and seeing you, whoever is showing up today. Last Saturday, we had an awesome, 300 question mailbag out of nowhere. Me and CJ ripped it up. He'll be here in a little bit. He's on his way home from his dad's. But I hope everybody out there had a wonderful, safe, happy holidays, and filled with everything you want. And I'm pumped to have a Saturday filled with football. That's why we go live on these Saturdays, week 16 of all weeks, the championship week, baby. So pumped to be here. Pumped if you can join, get all your sit starts in, especially for Saturday. I know last Saturday we took it a little leisurely, took our time. Of course, we cracked some drinks. We got a nice little cider donut to kind of ease into our Saturday. I mean, Christmas is one of those underrated binges, the great eating. My mom makes an unbelievable roast, great stuff, drinking all day, unbelievable. Why not keep it rolling? I'm on school break now, baby. But we are here, obviously, for all your questions. Enough about me. Get them on in. I'm going to rapidly rip through all the injury news. I didn't even make banners on all of it just because I wanted to get through it fast enough to make sure we have plenty of time to dive into all your questions. Of course, Wolfpack, if you're willing to give this a thumbs up, YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, wherever you're at, it helps us get out to more people, helps us answer more questions and grow the Wolfpack for, really one last week here. The big one will be around next week for DFS and things like that. But this is it. This is the big shit, kahuna, whatever you want to call it. So thanks again, Wolfpack, for tuning in. And of course, if you're willing to support the show, you can check out rotostreetjournal.com/support2020, a good spot to leave a testimonial. Or if you're even willing to leave a tip, it means so much to us. So thanks again, Wolfpack. Let's cover this news for you. Let's get to all your questions. First thing being, I'm just going to go in random order here rather than give banners, but Jamal Williams is going to be doubtful this week, probably not playing, which means Aaron Jones, fresh off playing 93% of the snaps, obviously a huge day when he gets the work, 146 yards TD. He's going to have another monster. Great spot against Tennessee, an awful run D. He's my number 2 running back behind only Derrick Henry in that same game. He played, again, 56 to 62 snaps. Maybe A.J. Dillon sees a little more work. Probably not worth any type of, I've fallen for that pair of legs before. Not happening again. Golden Tate's going to be out this week as well. Nobody cares about him, but does that make Sterling Shepard or Darius Slayton usable now? No. Come on, avoid this. They're facing Baltimore. They're banged up. Not a great D, but come on. You unless you're desperate, let us know. Desperate, potentially Sterling Shepard if you are really desperate. But ultimately, I don't think this injury for Golden Tate's going to make much of an impact. But what will is Duke Johnson's out. He's ruled out already. David Johnson played 55 of 69 snaps last time out. Saw 11 catches. What was it? 15 targets, something insane. Ridiculous target share. Played every down just about. And now he's getting Cincinnati, an even easier matchup. 6,100 on DraftKings. Not a bad price there. He's my number 13 running back for the week, David Johnson. Actually, you bumped up today because of a couple other news. So up to running back 11 right now in my rankings. So ultimately, I love David Johnson this week. It's very rarely that I say I love David fucking Johnson. But ultimately, I do right now, given that Duke Johnson's going to be out, given that target share. We've never seen Desean Watson really pepper a running back quite like that. And all he did was thrive. So he could be the main vein of the passing. Obviously, the running game, too, come Sunday against Cincinnati in that easy cakewalk matchup. Tyreek Hill's questionable. He's going to play. Keenan Allen's also questionable. He looks like he'll play, but I don't know if I could go back to Keenan Allen. Now, get your Keenan Allen questions in here. He'll be top 20-ish for me, given how great he has been with Justin Herbert. Insane, 30% target share until Eckler came back. But ever since Eckler came back, even before the injury, Keenan Allen's stock seemed to be taking a decent hit. And now you got the injury concerns. Last week's dud probably fresh on the mind. Should be. What a douchebag to look in the camera and tell you to play him and not. He ultimately slides in at my wide receiver 17, Keenan Allen. but it's not like a firm one, like I don't know how great I feel about it. So let me know if you have questions around Keenan Allen, specifically if you have like Bucks receivers versus Keenan, things of that nature for today. Philip Lindsay will not be playing, which obviously makes Melvin Gordon that much more appetizing. 2 touchdowns last week. It's gross. It doesn't feel good, but it fills you up. It's like disgusting food court Chinese food. Like you feel kind of like disgusting, and then you're full, and you don't mind that you got there the way you did. And that's kind of what Melvin Gordon's going to be. My running back, 13, right behind David Johnson this week. Should be in a great spot, especially because Joey Bosa is also going to be out for the Chargers. You also got Zeke Elliott, questionable. He's been practicing, seems likely to go. You just wonder if the team shuts him down, though, with ultimately nothing to play for, nothing on the line. Zeke, the big contract. Pollard looks better anyways. So Pollard would be number 9 in my running back rankings, no Zeke. Neither of them are really that playable should Zeke play. If you're desperate and you got Zeke, would probably be the preferred guy. If he's in, he's going to be the horse. I don't want anything to do with fucking Zeke, though. Like, hopefully he can be on your bench, or hopefully he doesn't play so Pollard can remain a monster for us, folks. Tyler Boyd, last 3-4 notes here. Tyler Boyd's going to be out. T. Higgins is stock up in terms of like target share, but the targets again come from Ryan Finley. So it's like, it doesn't matter that much. Probably not. But if you're desperate, T. Higgins could be a potential streamer today. James Conner will be playing in week 16. It's funny. My friend had James Conner like Monday night, but he also had Benny Snell, and he was like, I hope James Conner gets ruled out, because how could you trust this fucker? Could he get flared up at the beginning? Absolutely. He hasn't been scoring touchdowns. They don't use the run game. The Steelers look like shit. He's my running back 35 for the week. You got to be pretty desperate to have James Conner in there. I'd be looking at like Sony Michel, something else, anything else other than this guy. Ito Smith, starting over Todd Gurley, right? Like, could it be Dare if James Robinson's ruled out? Just do something. Please do something. You can't do it to yourself other than James Conner. Like, how could you trust this guy? Maybe he falls into the end zone twice and it sucks. Gus Edwards out there in over half the leagues, right? Like, he could be a potential option. I've seen Gio Bernard dropped. Not anymore. I think a lot of people scooped him up, but I have him in my right around my top 20 fringe RBs. Just don't do James Conner to yourself. There's plenty of other options. Again, Ito and Sony, probably the most available running back streamers there. If you have a desperation running back streamer question. Tyron Johnson, I should mention too, if Keenan Allen sits, would be an awesome wide receiver streamer this week. You already got Hunter Henry out. That he's out with COVID was our next note on here. So there could be a big target share up for grabs for Mike Williams, for who is more preferred, it seems, Tyron Johnson, and maybe even Jalen Guyton. Both seem like they're above Williams. Either way, if Allen is ultimately ruled out, which isn't the expectation, but that still would be make Tyron Johnson a pretty appetizing streamer here for week 16. Again, crazy if your finals are on the line with Tyron Johnson, but hey, there's been worse things to happen in the world. Daniel Jones should be back. So again, with Golden Tate out, Sterling Shepard, Slayton get their QB back, like maybe slight bumps. You don't want any Giants in your lineup. Like, it's not a week to get cute with a shitty ass football team like that. Antonio Gibson, where would he be? He's questionable. He's practiced a little bit. You got no Terry McLaurin. They're going to try to run as much as they possibly can. Should he play? Antonio Gibson, where will he rank? I'd have him right at running back 11. Right ahead of David Johnson, right ahead of J.K. Dobbins. It's Antonio Gibson. Last time he played a full game, he put up 35, and he's facing Carolina, who's bottom 10 in points allowed. If Gibson plays, I'm putting him in. I'm not. Last time the injury, it sucked. It hurt. It might have cost people like myself playoff spots. I get it. If Gibson's playing, I have a really hard time benching him. Maybe I'm just too excited because I owned him and I loved him all year. I don't know. I would have a very hard time benching Gibson. Let me know if you have Gibson and who you're weighing. Ultimately, we got to wait because if he sits, then J.D. McKissick would be a top, like probably 20, maybe even approaching 15 play. Whether it's Haskins, whether it's Smith, he's seeing a high target share. He played 70 of 80 snaps last game, J.D. McKissick. So he would be right in line to potentially play in your lineups too. But if Gibson's in, he's in my lineup. That's kind of how I look at that one. We mentioned Terry McLaurin is doubtful. Allen Robinson popped up on the injury report, questionable. You never see like seeing that, especially because he on DraftKings is one of the few receivers that's like in that top tier that looks very appetizing. Calvin Ridley facing the Chiefs, everyone's going to want that. Allen Robinson is one of the only other pivots there in that top tier. It's going to this would suck if it, especially against the Jags. It would give us some nice low-priced and potential streamers in Darnell Mooney and Anthony Miller, both under 4,000 on DraftKings, both widely available in leagues. Mooney, my preferred play. I think he's going to gut it out. They have a lot on the line still. I don't think they rest him. David Montgomery would just become that much more appetizing because they would just hand it off million times against that team. Allen Robinson, though, we'll see. We'll find out. Julio Jones is out, so at least we know that. And then today, Derek Carr, last note, is going to be playing. He's left off the injury report. Sucks because Mariota had 25 points in 3 quarters, can run all over the place. Darren Waller had his best game of the season. Second guess, I guess against the Jets, he had the best. But nonetheless, I'd rather see Mariota out there. It's more exciting for fantasy. You don't want to start Carr with a groin. Whereas Mariota would have been a nice, 5K streamer on DraftKings today. Would have liked it. There is a 3-game slate. If anybody has DraftKings questions you want to talk about, I'm happy to go into that. I know we got about 30 sit starts already in here, so I want to make sure I go into those, start hitting those for you guys. But if you want to chat DraftKings, we have extra time before kickoff, whatever. Get it all in. I'm playing today. I'm excited. I like this slate. I'm very into this. So Wolfpack, that is all I've got for our injury roundup. I'm going to take the banner off. And let's get to your questions one more time. Just plug it for the thumbs up if you're willing to hit that for us. It will help us get out to more people, answer more questions, and just be so greatly appreciated. Wolfpack, get those questions on in and let's get them answered. And of course, RoastRejournal.com/support2020 is a great spot to leave a testimonial if we've helped you out at all. And my championship couldn't have been here without Wolf. Went with Irv Smith. Oh, good Lord, Nodu. You must be popping the bottles already. I don't want to jinx you, knock on wood, but Kamara and Irv Smith, what is that, a combined 80 points already? That couldn't have gone, Christmas couldn't have been better for you. Merry Christmas, Notu, and I'm happy to help you get there, but clearly I don't think I would have gone Irv Smith, so you LVC did some stuff on your own. Love it. What's up? Winning time, says Craig. Absolutely. Let's get it. I hope you had. And again, everybody out there, if Christmas, best gift in the world or biggest lump of coal, if you are facing, feel free to comment on in here. If you had Kamara and you're like, yep, I am just pounding my opponent to smithereens. Wonderful. 56 points, most all time by a running back in week 16. Historic performance for your fantasy playoffs. Unbelievable. And if you were facing him, my good God, I'm sorry. That's brutal. What a way to ruin Christmas. Come on. Brutal. But Craig Sarno, I hope you had Kamara and we're not facing him. It is time to win, baby. Okay, Cool Whip. What's going on? Josh Allen, Justin Herbert playing Diggs, so you lean Allen. I like stacking those two up. You got no Stephon Gilmore. They're still, in the hunt to potentially get a bye. They'll be playing Allen. They'll be rolling him out. I feel good about Josh Allen above Herbert, especially with Herbert. The weapons could be dinged up. I have Herbert right around 10. He looks great. I just hate his play caller. I can't wait till next year when Justin Herbert chucks 50 touchdowns, though. Gets a real play caller in there. They draft Jamar Chase. It'll be amazing. My man, Mitch, let's go. Hope all you Wolves had a Merry Christmas. Love you, Mitch. Thanks so much for tuning in. As always, I hope you had a very Merry Christmas as well. You and the fam, the kiddos. Let me know. How was the day? Cheers to you, brother. James Robinson doesn't play. Ooh, boy. And I had him on the list. I must have just skipped him by accident. He's questionable, hasn't practiced all week. He's saying he wants to play. The team probably wants to be cautious. Let's talk about him 2021, too, real quick. I'm making my big board. Maybe I'll drop it today for you guys at latest Monday. But if James Robinson, gets obviously the quarterback upgrade that we're all expecting, and he's already the running back 4 on the year, where are we going to take him next year? Oh, man, that's an interesting question for the day, right? But if he doesn't play, do you go Bowden Jr., Harris Michelle, or Gallman? Oh, don't like any of these ones. Is Harris playing? I'm not sure. I haven't seen much for Damian Harris. Let me see. I'm assuming he's not going, but I don't know. If Harris is out, if Harris is in, I don't want any to do the Pats. That's going to be gross. If he's out, Michelle actually kind of intrigues me. I know that's scary and disgusting. Ito Smith, I'd have over all these guys. I don't want Gallman. Don't trust him. Oh, I see. Looks like our guest has joined here. Let's in a jersey, nonetheless. What's up, CG? Yeah. How's it going, brother?
Pretty good. How about you? Big match day.
Doing good. Merry Christmas.
Big match for my Chelsea squad today. Very important.
Yeah, you're repping the gear. Get the question out of the way. Look at that. You're a big Chelsea fan, huh? Cheers.
Of course. Hey, going with the Bud Light seltzer today.
Bud Light seltzer. Okay, yeah, I got a little cider donut from down east. Delicious. A little easing into the day.
I had a couple of down east last night. Not bad.
Yeah, it's nice. Good stuff. It's good stuff. You were over at the Pops, right?
I was, yeah.
Nice.
And I'm back home for the day now.
There we go. Cheers. Cheers.
Nice
Is Chelsea playing right now? Are you guys the game?
No, not till like 1.
Okay, nice. Are you gonna watch that over the football, like the real football?
Yeah, probably. Especially when it's Tom too. Don't care about that guy.
Oh, please. We need Tom. We need Tom all day. Well, just in time. We just got to the mailbag. We're debating this one for K Cool Whip. If James Robinson doesn't play, Bowden, Harris, Michelle, or Gallman. I mean, so Toons just texted me too. I guess Harris has been practicing limited fashion this week. I didn't see that. So if that's the case, I don't want anything to do with the Pats backfield. Like I don't want anything. If Harris is in, I don't want anything. If not, I think Sony could fall his ass in the end zone. I'd probably go Bowden Jr., but I also do recommend Ito Smith taking a peek for him because he's going to start over Gurley, and they'll probably have to chuck. I could see him falling in the end zone. So let's know if he's out there too. All righty. Can you see everything okay, CJ? Is it popping up?
Yeah, for some reason it's not highlighting it on the comment side, but I'll figure it out. All
righty. I can click on them. I'll get it for you. All righty. So is that one on the screen? Aguilar Higgins?
Yeah, I can see it when it's on the screen, but the comment thing on the side, usually it highlights where we are, but I can't. For some reason,
I gotcha. I'll stay on top of that. So Aguilar Higgins, I like Higgins personally. I mean, he's been on fire lately. Last week was like meh, 70 yards, 4 catches, but if that's his floor, that's pretty damn good. Because before that, he's had 18, 20. Like he was ripping. I know Mitch Chavez tuned in. You wrote a nice article about him. I like Higgins, the Jets as well. Like a nice matchup. Him and Baker have a good connection. Aguilar's just like he booms, he busts. I don't know. I hate having Aguilar with my lineup on the line. I feel safer about Higgins. Do you like Higgins, CJ? Or
yeah, I mean, I don't know how much I trust the Raiders passing game with Derek Carr like ripping his dick off his bone. No, for some reason he's playing this week. So it's like I don't know. I can't really trust his long ball. I don't think he's gonna have to push off his leg a little bit. I'm going Higgins there.
I know. I said at the pre-show, I wish they were going Mariota. Way more exciting for fantasy. Love to see another game of the kid, real life wise. Like he looked so good. Yeah. Let him recover. It gives you a good excuse to not have, Carr in your lineup. Like the Raiders should look and see what they have. I don't know, whatever. But I go Higgins for sure. I feel good about him.
Sarno, I managed to pick up Pollard and Hurts. So with that being said, who are you picking out of these quarterbacks? Josh Allen, Hurts, or Herbert?
I think Hurts is going to be a bunch of questions here. And I'll just cover, and I'll of course answer whatever ones pop up. I have Hurts at number 4 this week against Dallas. Like he's already done what he's done 2 weeks in a row, 19, then 30 something. He's shown the leg points with 100 rushing yards against the Saints. Went for, 330 passing and 4 TDs last week. So he can get it done both ways. He's the cheat code. He's a Konami cheat code, and he gets Dallas, who just let up 450 yards of total offense last week. Like they're horrible. I think it's got to be Jalen Hurts. He's probably riskier than Allen, who's gotten you there. No Stephon Diggs.
I was gonna say that. I mean, I was off on Hurts last week. Obviously, got that shoved up my butt. But Allen, I think, is safer. Like he'll give you like the 18 to 22. But I don't know. Hurts just still scares me for some reason. I'm kind of.
He could flop. Like there's way more flop risk. Allen's getting you 20. Allen also has a pretty similar ceiling in terms of like they obviously they both have huge ceilings. So it's like Allen's probably like the on paper smarter play. I think Hurts scores more points.
No Gilmore too for the Patriots. So.
Exactly. Like it's not a scary matchup. The Pats aren't scary at all anyways, and certainly not this week. And he wants to just stick it to Belichick. Like we've been running that division. Like they'll run up the score on us. No doubt about it. I still, if I had to make this decision, I probably would play Allen unless I was a severe underdog. But I do have Hurts higher. I think he scores more points, but there is definitely a much lower floor with Hurts. So I have Hurts as my 4th highest scoring quarterback in projections this week. But I think Josh Allen, it probably is the smarter. It's definitely the smarter play. That's tough. I would go Allen, unless you're a severe underdog, is how I would look at that one.
Anthony, Fella, A-Rob, Woods, Kiddo, Pollard, sit 2 of these.
What's up, fella? He's got a big matchup against Shady Ass this weekend. They're facing off, and they both have great teams. So I'm excited to hear that one goes. 2 real big Wolfpack members there, duking it out. So it's tricky because if there's no Zeke, like we can't really fully analyze this one without Zeke. Pollard's the last of the 3, or last 4 rather, if Zeke plays. There's been no real updates other than he's practicing all week and wants to play. A-Rob's the lock, assuming he's in, no doubt, against the Jags. And then I probably go Woods. So I guess this really boils down to, like, do you get Kittle in? Do you force him in today? And I don't think so. I like Kittle. I'm excited to see him for sure. But Woods and A-Rob are great options otherwise. And Pollard would be over Woods if Zeke sits. So it'd be A-Rob Pollard with no Zeke, A-Rob Woods with Zeke playing. The only way this one sucks is if A-Rob suddenly gets ruled out because of that hamstring. I don't think it will happen, but that would put you in a tough spot because you would have missed on Kittle and whatever he does. But I'm leaning A-Rob Woods unless Zeke sits. Do you have any agreement, CJ?
No, I agree with that. And then I just checked the Rams and the Cowboys will play at the same time tomorrow. So that's up perfect.
Perfect. Yeah. So that way you're not worried about like the 4, if you have to squeeze it in at 1 and not know. So that'll be helpful for sure.
Elias, Aaron Jones, or Montgomery?
I mean, my 2 of my top 3 running backs. My number 1 was not Kamara, sadly. And again, good Lord, and Merry Christmas to everyone who had him. And I'm praying for you if you were facing him in your finals. Well, imagine how bad that would be on your Christmas day to have 56 points just dropped on you. Oh, in your finals.
I feel like I wouldn't even want to set my lineup. Like,
no, I would quit. Like, I don't know if I have the mental.
Just send the money over and wrap it up.
That is so brutal if you're facing Kamara. He was my number 4 running back. I have Montgomery at 3 and Aaron Jones at 2. And especially with Jamal Williams doubtful, that just makes Aaron Jones that much sexier. 93% of the snaps last time out. I'm going Aaron Jones. I love Montgomery, but Aaron Jones in the workhorse role is one of the sexiest fucking plays you can have. Only Derrick Henry above him in terms of my running back rankings this week.
Trey S. Good morning, brother. Full PPR. Choose 3 of these to win me my championship. Melvin Gordon, Marvin Jones, DJ Moore, Godwin, Jacob Swift. All pretty good options.
That's a really hard one, Melvin. I mean, Trey S. with Melvin. Like, now that Lindsay's out, Melvin's that much. Like, he's usually the easy one to rest out of here. You have DJ Moore off a blow-up game. And you got a bunch of these guys playing today. So it's like, okay, which ones we got to make this decision today? Fuck, Trey. I think I'm benching Swift. I don't love Swift against the Bucks. As good as Swift is, I love Swift. The Bucks run D is legit. He can obviously get done as a pass catcher, so that could be risky. But I have him below both Jacobs and Melvin Gordon, and I know I want at least one of these receivers in there too. So I'm benching Swift, I think. I have Marvin Jones just slightly ahead of Godwin. So I think I'm playing Marvin, Jacobs, and Gordon. Godwin versus Gordon or Jacobs is risky. I think I don't like DJ Moore against Washington, as good as he was last week. I don't like Swift. And then like Godwin's like, could he be a 152 player today? Sure. I think it's Evans.
I don't know if he can do that. Even though it's against the Lions, I feel like now that Brady and AB finally connected last week, that's going to be their little thing going on.
I like it too. Yeah, I'm playing Evans in DraftKings to paint it. I'm playing Evans and AB and Brady as my double stack for today, and I'm fading Godwin, which means actually you should probably play Godwin, Trey S, because he's going to be the one to blow up if that's what I'm doing in DraftKings. I don't know. I'm leading Gordon, Jones, and Jacobs here. These are that's
the first thing I was thinking of. Deciding between Swift and Gordon, I guess, but yeah, I can see that. I'll go with you there, Gordon.
Yeah.
Jones, Jacobs.
Marvin Jones is a little scary too, but Tampa Bay's been giving up a ton of points to wide
receivers. They've been getting crushed.
Yeah. And as long as Stafford plays a full complement of snaps, and I think he should, you should be in pretty good shape with those 3: Gordon, Jones, and Jacobs is what I'm leaning here, Trey. That's a tough one though. They're literally like all same tier, like. Oh man, that's good luck. Let us know where you're leaning. That's where we go.
Mitch Chavez flex Kittle over Lockett.
I think I would. I'm kind of done with Lockett. Like wide
I was gonna
receiver.
say, has he done anything?
No, I saw the tweet. I saw the tweet. It was week 7. He had that blow up against the Cardinals, like 50 points, wide receiver 1, like unbelievable. And since then, it was like wide receiver 71, wide receiver 60, wide receiver 40, like I don't think he's been above a top wide receiver 36 since week 7. If it wasn't Tyler Lockett, we would have already cut this guy. Never mind, like ask sit starts about him. I'd rather just get Kittle in there. Fuck it. Like, screw it. Kittle has just as much upside. Could go for 2 touchdowns today. I'm going Kittle there. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of done with the Lockett experiment. Do you feel the same?
Yeah, I know. I don't have Lockett on any of my teams, and that offense is also like submarined. So it's
yeah.
I'm
as
going
soon as you
there.
fade it is like the week they're gonna finally just put it together again. Like that game's gonna go one of 2 ways. Like it's a very clear cut, like ugly ass running, just like 13-17, like shitty game. Very possible if that's what the Seahawks will probably want. If the Rams get off to a fast start, though, that game could also be like 35 to like 40. That has the widest range of outcomes of any game. And
that's like every NFC West game. They're like, I feel like those teams know each other so well compared to other divisions.
Yep. And it's been, the same, that division, like remember just a couple of years ago, it was like the laughing stock of the NFL.
Yeah.
And like in just like 3 years, it's now one of like the most explosive divisions out there. I think I'm going to go Kittle. I don't know. I'm done with Lockett. I don't want him in my lineups this week.
Jake Manis, Jeff Wilson, or Aguilar?
I like Wilson. No Mostert, like played every snap pretty much without Mostert in there. I think Coleman snuck in for like 2. I like Wilson today. It's a tougher run D. They're giving up, I think, the 4th fewest to running backs, but like, I don't know. I'm not into Aguilar.
He's gonna have a ton of touches too.
Exactly. And Aguilar is going to draw Xavier Howard, like one of the top corners in the league, having a huge rebound year. I like Wilson here. I feel pretty good about him today.
Craig Sarno, half PPR. Need 1 receiver, 1 running back, and a flex. Ayuk, Beasley, Robbie Anderson, Montgomery, and Pollard.
Monty's in. We're locking in Monty for the running back.
Are you worried about Ayuk this week with Beathard at quarterback?
Yes, and kind of. I mean, obviously, but it's also like he's getting it done with Mullins. So it's like, is it that big of a downgrade? Like, we're going from Mullins to Beathard. We're going from one pile of shit to the next pile of shit. It's not, I don't know. Like, I don't think it could be that bad of a downgrade. And honestly, Beathard, like the few little spots he's been in, he's kind of zipped it around. Like, I don't know.
He loves Kittle. It's like his Iowa guy. But.
Exactly. The shower narrative, of course, with Kittle. So I like Kittle. And that's the other reason to be worried about Ayuk is not just Beathard, but also Kittle coming back. What's that going to do to the dude that's been seeing 30%, 39%, 29%? The last 3 weeks, it's been ridiculous target share. You got to imagine Kittle eats into that a little bit. But at the end of the day, Ayuk's earned that target share because he's just fucking really good. And the types of throws they designed for him, like he can run a full tree, but they also do a lot of the Deebo Samuel style stuff with Ayuk because he's so deadly after the catch with the ball in his hands. I'm not worried about him. I have him above all these other receivers, at least. A little more worried than I would have been had everything just been the same, obviously. But the matchup doesn't worry me. Arizona's not a good defense. I have Ayuk, I want to say like wide receiver 10 still, wide receiver 9. Like he's up there for me. I might adjust it to in my rankings, I'm looking at it now. I have Ayuk 9 and Evans 11. I have Evans higher. I feel better about Evans today. I don't know if I'll have time to adjust that before we go off the air, but I still like Ayuk. I like Ayuk. So we got Ayuk locked in. We got Monty locked in. And then the flex will come down to, okay, does Zeke play? If not, Pollard's, there's no question there. And if not, I really like Beasley this week. I think Beasley's in a great spot against the Pats. He's been very, very consistent. I think, half PPR, he'll get your catches. I don't want Robbie against Washington after a couple duds in a row. And I don't want Pollard if Zeke plays. So to me, it's you lock in Ayuk, Monty, and then it's either Beasley or Pollard, depending on Zeke's status.
Yeah, I feel you there.
Perfect.
Jeff Hempen, I have Pollard. If Zeke plays, do I pivot to Mike Williams or Michael Gallup?
Good question. I'd probably lean Williams over Gallup. I know Gallup had that touchdown last week. They're probably going to get drowned by the Eagles and need to throw, but I don't know. I'd rather have Herbert's weapon. I might even play Pollard anyways over these guys. Like I don't think he just disappears if Zeke plays, but it's also like it'd be a gross committee too.
He'll whip off some nice runs, but it'll be like 60 yards or something.
Exactly. I mean, I'll toss this out. Like, is Rashad Higgins available? He was out there in 20, he's only 25% owned coming into the week. If he's there, I love Higgins this week. I really do. I would have tossed out Sanders, but he already played yesterday. I've seen Crowder dropped a lot. I feel good about him tomorrow. T. Higgins got dropped in a lot of leagues with Tyler Boyd out. And Russell Gage with no Julio. I'll throw those guys all out there ahead of Mike Williams. I'm really not that high on Mike Williams. Even honestly, Darnell Mooney against the Jags, I would probably play over Williams. And if all these guys end up out like Keenan Allen and we know Hunter Henry's out, I kind of like Tyron Johnson more than Michael Williams. Like, he's the one that has that rapport with Herbert, it seems. So I don't really love either of these guys as replacement plans. Those are a few receivers that I would check for. Let us know, Jeff, if any of those guys are out there. No, you don't like D questions. Sorry, Advance. So we got a defensive question coming. Sweet.
Sorry, no, I didn't have Kamara, but luckily neither did my opponent.
Yeah, I've gotten a few people complain about, like, my Saints defense only got me 1 point. It's like, if you didn't face Kamara, you have nothing to complain about. Yeah, you're alive. Drew Brees only got me 10 points. Like, yeah, obviously sucks, but as long as you didn't face Kamara, you're breathing, even if you're an underdog now. If you face Kamara, I don't know how you could win. Like, who's going to even come close to matching a performance like that unless the rest of that team is just atrocious. So, oh, man.
I don't know if Dirty asked a tight end question.
Yeah, it was Kittle or somebody else for his flex. And I think the answer was Kittle. I forget what Mitch asked, unfortunately. Kittle or Lockett. Yeah, Kittle or Lockett. It was Kittle.
Oh, gotcha. Ali Deegan, start 3 PPR, please. Sanders, Drake, Mike Davis, Robinson, Bell, Pollard.
I'm locking in Sanders. In all honesty, this one only really boils because there's news we have to figure out, right? Like, is Robinson going to play? Is Zeke going to play? So what it boils down to is, like, do you play Drake or do you wait it out and see what happens? I think Drake rebounds today, but honestly, I totally understand if you're sick of him and, like, just as he got good again, he fucking fizzled out in week 15. Like, I get it. I still think Drake's going to get 2 touchdowns today. I don't know why. I just have like a weird sick feeling that Drake's going to have a good day. Sanders, I'm locking in here. I would probably play Drake. And then that gives you like the option to wait it out and see, like, does Robinson play? You probably don't bench Robinson. If Zeke plays, then you don't play Pollard. But if Zeke sits, you do play Pollard. And if not, I like Le'Veon Bell more than Mike Davis. So, like, that's your fallback there. At the worst case, you play L. Bell. Because worse, like, if you don't play anyone today, if you don't play Drake, you might be left with no James Robinson playing. Zeke comes back, so Pollard sucks. And then I guess, Davis, Le'Veon Bell is not that bad, but I don't feel good about Davis. What are your thoughts on Mike Davis this week? Because I've gotten a lot about him. I'm like 7 spots lower than the ECR.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are telling me I'm psycho. I hate going against Washington. I don't know. And Davis just doesn't.
I know they argue they have like a top 7 defense, top 5 defense even. And their front 7 is ferocious. I don't mind you fading him at all.
I'm fading him this week. I really am. Let me pull up his game logs. Let's see if I'm like an idiot. I know he's
and then even last week, I mean, Bridgewater he fumbled on that QB sneak and he scored his own rushing touchdown. So it looks like Bridgewater's like using his legs more down inside the 10.
Yeah. So here's I just pulled it up because I'm like, am I this psycho? My brother has Davis, so he's obviously like wicked hyped up about Davis. Yeah. He's like, you have him at 26, you're an idiot. So I was like, am I that bad? So this is his last, and again, we've had no McCaffrey for any of this. Tampa Bay, so McCaffrey played against Kansas City. So since then, 6, 15, 9, 24, 7. Like, he's had 1 really good day, 1 solid day, and 3 like blah, 7, 6, 9. Like, and that's what I'm expecting against Washington. I think you're hoping for 7, 6, or 9. If he gets a touchdown, you get lucky. I don't know. I'm not into Davis this week. I really am not. He's one of my lowers. So I would probably play Drake today in the off chance that Robinson doesn't play and Zeke does play, which I think both of those happen. And then you're just kind of like with this Davis hole. And I think Drake does well today. But again, if you're down on Drake and you just want to wait this one out, I get it. I play Drake today I definitely lock in Sanders. And then I play Robinson if he plays. Unless Zeke doesn't play, I play Paul. There's so many what ifs here. Like I know I'm like answering this question. I'm playing Sanders and Drake. Pollard's the lock if Zeke's out. Robinson then if Robinson plays, and then
Yeah,
Bell.
I feel like you have to just kind of come back tomorrow. Put in Drake and Sanders right now.
Did you play Drake today? Like, what are your thoughts on Drake today?
I mean, compared to this, there's just so many question marks. Like you're right about Robinson question mark, Pollard question mark, Bell kind of sucks, even though he might score. But it's like, yeah, there are just so many question marks. He's like,
do you trust like Drake over like Davis enough that it's like you just play Drake today, or just like. Because again, Davis isn't like a horrible fallback plan. There's volume there, but like I don't know.
It's pick 3, so it's like I'm fine with Sanders and Drake in my 2 spots, and then the last spot you can kind of figure out tomorrow when all this stuff occurs.
Yeah. So you like playing Drake today despite last week's dud?
Yeah, and I also had him last week too, so I hate him at the moment. But.
Asshole. I hate him, but I'm going back.
Elias, A-Rob, or Marvin Jones?
Love them both, but it's got to be A-Rob. And I know if he doesn't play, it's like, fuck. But you can get Darnell Mooney, and he'll be a fine replacement plan. You can't bench A-Rob against the Jags. If he's in, that's a 30-point spot.
Anthony Fella, nice defense question. Rams, Cards, Houston, pick 1.
I actually
like pretty high on the Cards this week.
I like the Cards this week. Yeah. Beathard's not bad, and Kittle coming back makes me a little more skeptical because now it's another weapon added. But I like the Cards. I think they're going to pick 6 Beathard. I don't know, just a random gut feeling. I think that's what happens. GB
Goal, PPR, Hunt, Jeff Wilson, or AB?
These are a big lumped up together group here. I like AB and PPR. I think AB is going to have a big day today.
Yeah,
Wilson's safer. But I'm into AB. You are too, right, CJ?
Yeah, I have him in my DraftKings lineups too.
Yeah, like I've had Wilson versus.
I do like Wilson a lot though.
I do too. The full featured back, with no Mostert. But again, as soon as you feel like you have that backfield on lockdown, like Coleman will get 15 carries today. That's how Shanahan does it. But I do think Wilson could get a ton of carries. I do like Wilson. But I really do like AB. I think AB finds the end zone yet again, has another nice day. I think Brady throws 3 touchdowns, maybe 1 to 2 to Evans, and at least 1 to AB. That's kind of how I'm leaning for this one.
Jeff Cuesta. Pick 2 of these: Keenan, Jeff Wilson, Hunt, Bernard, or Mike Williams. Half PPR.
Not Mike Williams. I kind of like Wilson and Bernard. I mean, Keenan's like tough to bench out of this group, but if he's not playing, I'd play Wilson today. I have him above Bernard. And then if Keenan's like hampered or like snap count shit pops up again, then you go Bernard, because I love Bernard against Houston this week. I really do. It's a risky play, but he just scored 22 against Pittsburgh, and now he gets the easiest run D besides Detroit. So I go probably Wilson Allen, but if there's any type of like Keenan Allen snap count bullshit tomorrow, I'm not doing it again.
If he says to play him,
I'm benching him. Yeah, exactly. If he tweets anything about playing him, I'm putting him down. No way. But it's not Mike Williams or Hunt for me. I'm actually pretty low on Hunt this week, despite the easy Jets matchup. I think that works against him because he's better in the tighter matchups where they have to throw more. So I'm not into Hunt this week. I'm going Wilson Allen. Do you feel any different about any of these guys?
No, but actually I have like a quick trivia for you a little bit. I typed in Keenan Allen just to see what his deal was. And they said he's trying to extend his games played streak, his regular season streak. What do you think that number is?
It can't be that high. Like
I thought it was gonna be like 14, but it's not.
I was gonna say he missed like week 16 last year, so it's been what, like 18? Like
it says 62.
No way. He missed that's a lot. There's no way. I don't buy that.
This is from the LA paper. It says Allen played a limited role against the Raiders and extended his regular season games played streak to 62 regular season games.
That cannot be right. I don't buy that for a second. He got hurt. Didn't he get hurt in week 15 last year? And then
did he do what he did last week? And he played like a snap.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't buy that for a second. What a piece of shit.
62. Jesus. Clayton Witt. What's up, Wolf? I need 2 receivers and a flex full PPR. Have Keenan, A-Rob, AJ Brown, Fournette, and Le'Veon Bell. Do I go ahead and play Fournette at the flex today with Allen and Robinson being questionable?
Yeah, so I mean, I'd rather have Fournette over Lev Bell anyways. So it comes down like Keenan Allen versus Fournette because you're locking in Robinson, you're locking in AJ Brown, and if Robinson suddenly sits, like you can move in Allen or whichever one does play, or you move in Lev Bell. I guess it's two receivers in a flex, so hopefully you don't miss out on both Allen and Robinson, like Allen and Robinson, Keenan Allen and Allen Robinson. Yeah, obviously AJ Brown's the lock. And then I think you play Fournette today against Detroit, most points up on the ground. He's not good. I think, what was it last week? Like 17 carries for like 40 yards, like just disgusting, not good. But guess what? He had 20 fantasy points because he fell into the end zone twice and caught like 3 balls for nothing. So Fournette's just going to be gross, ugly volume that gets you to probably 15 to 20 points. I play him today. And then I bench Keenan Allen, assuming everybody else plays. And I bench Le'Veon Bell, obviously, too.
Mm-hmm. Lucius Varenis 44. I need one receiver out of this group: Godwin, Metcalf, and Davis. Need one tight end. Actually, just go with the receivers first.
Interesting. That's quite the name, Lucius Varensis. Like, sounds like an emperor.
I feel like this must have been the guy last week when we were like, "Why the fuck are you asking about DK Metcalf?" Blah blah. Whenever we do that, then he gets like 3 points.
Yeah, exactly. We can't do that anymore. One receiver of Godwin, Metcalf, Davis. Who's Davis for the receivers?
Corey Davis, maybe?
Corey. Okay, yeah, obviously. I'd probably just go Metcalf again. Like I wanted last week to be like where I rethink my always start your studs, but like DK is different. It's not like he's hurt. It's not like he's injured. He ran open against Ramsey a bit, and they just kind of missed him a couple times last time out. I'd have a hard time. I have him at wide receiver, I think 15, but I think I have those other guys a little bit lower. Corey Davis does get like Green Bay in a potential shootout.
Wouldn't it be such a Corey Davis thing to just like ruin your season though in week 16?
Yeah. I have DK 15. I'm looking at it right now. DK 15, Godwin 19, Davis 22. So I do have DK the highest.
Yeah. I think I'm going DK.
Yeah, and now this is a tough tight end question because no McLaurin like means even more targets for Logan Thomas, who just ate last week. But I love Mark Andrews getting the Giants. Like, not a good defense. I mean, a good defense, but like they have some big injuries and they've kind of crumbled a little bit lately. I'm going to go Andrews. That's a really tough one, though. What do you think?
Alex Smith is going to be back, right?
Yeah, Smith might be back. Either way, it didn't really matter. Thomas got 15 targets last week with
which is weird because Haskins like didn't do anything with him the first few weeks.
I know. I'm looking at it. I have Thomas low. I think I need to bump him up a little bit. But I think I still play Andrews over him.
Yeah, Andrews is stud. I'd feel more comfortable with Mark Andrews in my lineup.
I think he's going to catch a touchdown. I feel good about him.
Their offense is like decent too. It's gotten a little bit better.
Yeah.
Happy to be here. 21. Pick 3 of these: Gibson, J-Rob, Wilson, Hunt, Gio.
I mean, big question marks around both J-Rob and Gibson. If everybody's playing, it's the first 3: Gibson, J-Rob, Wilson. I think you have to play Wilson today just because there's so much question marks around your running backs. Assuming all's in, though, it's the first 3. If somebody's out, I have Gio above Hunt as a replacement. And then if both Gibson and J-Rob are out, well, the decision's made for you already. But I would rank them Gibson highest, Wilson, Gio, J-Rob, Hunt is kind of how I go about that one.
Kevin Deegan, Ayuk and Taylor at my flex half PPR. Start Hunt, Juju, Carson, or Mike Davis over either of these guys.
I think I roll it. Gio Bernard just had 22 points against Steelers, so I'm not worried about Taylor this week. And Ayuk, we outlined the concerns a little earlier, but I'm still sticking with him. I like him a lot. Top 10 receiver, in my opinion, still.
Tunes, Aguilar, Davis, Pollard, Gage, Chad Hansen, Akins, John Brown. Pick 2 of these.
And again, like it's a lot of Pollard questions today. I'm only playing him if Zeke sits. I'm not trusting that backfield if Zeke plays. I
think Gage is the lock.
Yeah, I like Gage and Davis, honestly. If Pollard's playing, if Zeke's playing. If not, Pollard's obviously the best. And then John Brown's intriguing, but Diggs is going to play this week, so it's not as intriguing. I'm not playing Aguilar today. It's definitely not. It comes down to and Davis must be Mike Davis. I think if I'm remembering Toon's teams right, because Corey Davis would be a great option here. I'm gonna go Gage Davis for now. If Zeke does not play, I would personally go Pollard Davis. I know CJ loves Gage though, so it's
if Zeke doesn't play, then Pollard's basically a lock for him. It's a question.
Exactly. Would you go Gage over Davis though? Like, how do you rank those two, Mike Davis and Gage?
I'd go with the running back typically.
Yeah, I know we shit on him earlier, and it's a tough matchup, but in that situation,
I thought it was Corey Davis initially. I'd probably go with Mike Davis on over Gage.
I think so too. It's not. I don't feel good about it though.
Coons had Irv Smith on my bench, so depressing, but thankfully Saints D only got 1 point from my opponent.
Yeah, it is what it is. Irv was tough to trust yesterday. He had a dud the week before. Fucking, of course, the week after. We should have known he was going to blow up because it's always the week after we recommend to stream. They end up going off. Hold on, I lost my place.
We're at West Snipes.
Yeah, I see it. We have we have more questions than I thought.
West Snipes, thanks for getting me all the help for getting me to the shit this year. Got a cushion since I had Jefferson and Kamara yesterday. And nobody for my opponent yet. Need to know whether to start Jalen over Desean Watson, Kiddo over Hawkinson, and who in the flex. What would I answer those first two?
Yeah, so I would go Jalen. You have the nice cushion, so maybe Watson is a little safer, but I like Jalen a lot tomorrow. I would go Hawkinson over Kittle just for safety reasons. Like, Kittle in a nutshell, I have higher, but you don't know if you're getting a full game, if you're getting like 5 snaps just to get some rust off. Like, what if you just stay? I don't know. I think if Kittle's out there, he's going to be playing, but like, he's just riskier. He's riskier than Hawkinson, and you have a great lead. Yeah. So I would go Hawkinson, Jalen, and then I would probably go Taylor. Like, of these guys, just a nice, steady diet of carries here is what I would do. Merry Christmas to you too, West Snipes. Good to hear from you. Thank you for and good luck. Kamara, good Lord. Good luck. Like, you don't really need it at this point, but congrats.
Tunes, playing against the person who runs the league and won championship. I have Kamara. He offered to send me the money last night.
Yeah.
I agree with him.
Exactly. Wave the white flag. Like, you're done if you faced Kamara. And if you had Kamara, congratulations.
Anthony Fella, D-Jax is active this week. Huge news.
Yeah. Woo! I get maybe Jalen Hurts is another weapon for him, but like, you're not playing DJ.
Oh yeah, he could uncork it, I guess.
There you go.
Kevin Deegan, need a receiver in 3 flex, full PPR. Deontay, Juju, Amari, Godwin, DJ Moore, Gibson if active, Wilson, Gio, Henderson, AB. Four of these.
My favorite receiver is Deontay, and then we got to kind of sift through the rest to pick 3. So I mean Gibson, if he's active, I'm playing. I like Gio. This is tough.
I like Wilson too.
A lot of these guys have got to decide on today. Yeah.
And DJ.
I'm gonna get Deontay in the receiver spot. I'm gonna play Wilson today. And then you got to decide on a couple others that we just got to kind of wait it out. All the rest of them play tomorrow. So get Wilson in today. I think you got to do that and see how he does. And I don't think I play AB. I like AB, but I'd rather wait it out and see. What about Godwin or AB though? Like, do you play either guy today over some of these others? Like,
I don't like Godwin right now. I know he had a touchdown last week, but he's not someone I'm feel very confident in at all right now.
Yeah, I know, but as soon as he could go off at any moment. That whole offense can just like anybody at any given week. I don't hate Amari against the Eagles too after what happened to them last week. This is a tough one. Like, and I don't. It's like full PPR too, so it's like I like Wilson, but the more I think about it, it's like I don't know if I want him in over some of these guys. Like Deontay, I love. I don't like Juju if I'm playing Deontay, so let's cross him off. I mean, I don't hate Henderson. A lot of it's like shit. Like if we knew Gibson was active, it'd be a lot easier. I feel like you got to get somebody in today. So you got to get somebody between Wilson, AB, and Godwin.
Full PPR, I feel like I like AB out of the group.
Man, I don't hate that either. I think I'd go Godwin today of that group. I like them all though. That's really tough. I think I go Godwin, Kevin Deegs. Played Godwin today. I would play only one of these three. You can choose what your gut says. Let us know. CJ likes AB.
And don't forget, put him in your receiver spot so you can keep the flex open.
Yeah, you want to keep the flex open, whether you put Wilson in running back or one of those other guys in the receiver spot. But yeah, I think I would play Godwin today. And CJ would play AB. I'd get one of those Bucks guys in. Wilson, I like, but I would only play one person today. Because I'm higher on Gio than most though. Like if you'd rather put Wilson in over Gio, then that's okay too. You could do Wilson and a Bucks receiver, and then just Deontay and one of these other guys. That's also fine. Tough questions. Tough fucking questions.
GB Gold, Hunt, Jeff Wilson, or AB PPR.
And that's what we were just discussing. Like it's not Hunt for me, so it's down to this Wilson AB. I feel good about the Bucks receivers today. Wilson though, oh man, it's tough to bench him. Like, fuck, I don't know. At full PP, I'm leaning AB. I'm feeling a good AB day, and I feel pretty good about it.
Too.
I'm feeling a good AB, and I feel good about it. Mike Clay, I did miss J-Rob earlier. There's just been no update other than he's not going to practice. He wants to play. We'll find out what happens, though. It'd be tough to trust him, to be honest, even if he does play.
Handstand Hugo. Gibson if in versus Pollard, no Zeke.
I would go Pollard, no Zeke over Gibson if in. A lot of hypotheticals for both of those.
Tunes, McKissick, Mike Davis, Jay Taylor, Swift. Pick one for running back. 2, I have Kamara in running back. 1 and Ayuk in flex.
I love Taylor this week. I'm going to keep riding him. That defense without Bud Dupree is a whole different Steelers team to run against. I think Taylor has a nice week this week.
GB Goal, PPR.
Oh, we already answered that one. You asked it like 4 times. Fuck off, GB Goal. Ask it once. Or ask it a couple times. That's fine. But 4 times in a row, like, come on.
ZBJ Commish, start Jeff Wilson today or wait for Pollard, Gibson, Henderson?
I think I wait this one out. I like Wilson, but if Gibson or Pollard are the main guys, they're top 12 plays to me, whereas Wilson's like fringe top 20. And worst case, Henderson isn't in that bad of a spot. So I think I wait this one out. A lot of Wilson questions. It's a risk. He's had 3 touchdown days before, but I could see Arizona getting up big and it like the run getting kind of taken away too.
I don't know. Those games are always seem to be competitive. I feel like.
Yeah.
K Cool with 27. Kiddo or AB at the flex?
That's a tough one. I'm weighing that one for DraftKings myself. K Cool Whip. I'm leading AB though. Especially full PPR. I feel good about AB today. Really hope he doesn't make me regret that, but I feel good about Brady like throwing for like 400 today. I don't know. I think he's gonna go crazy.
Giuseppe, let's get this dub. Wolf, pick 2 of these, a running back and a flex. Gio, Gage, Crowder, Myers, Bowden, Gurley, McKinnon.
Not Gurley or McKinnon. Man, how are you in the championship, Giuseppe, with this type of garbage we're weeding through?
That's just the end of the roster fodder.
Yeah. You just had to get everybody else.
Respect thing for a former legend and an early season legend.
Yes. I like Gio. I do. And Crowder versus Gage, it does come down to that for me. It comes down to the first 3 for me. I don't want to trust Myers despite his last week being okay. I don't want to trust Bowden. I like Crowder this week. I think Cleveland's got a really bad secondary. I think Cleveland's going to roll them, so they're going to need to throw. I kind of like Gio Crowder. Would you go Gage or I'm locking in Crowder because you need the running back. Now we need Gage versus Crowder. So what do you think for that one, CJ? You're a big Gage.
Has Crowder also been quiet? I feel like hasn't really done much.
He had I want to say 6 catches for 60 yards against the Rams last week. Was okay against a pretty good defense, and now he gets a much easier matchup. And he was so good early in the year. I'm leading Gio and Gage here.
I feel like wait, I thought you said.
I'm leading Gio and Crowder. Sorry, yeah.
I'm kind of liking Gage. I feel like we're gonna get not a real shootout, but I think the Falcons will put up their points.
They'll need to put up points. Yeah, they need to. It's a matter of whether they do or not.
Monner and flex full PPR, Kittle, Godwin, or Drake.
Oh man, that's tough. This is a tough day. I'm glad we did this show, but it's also like
tons of Kittle or Godwin questions.
You would go Kittle or Godwin over Drake?
No. I said tons of Kittle and Godwin questions.
Yeah, understandably so too. Who's your tight end that you have in over Kittle? Because I only have like 3 or 4 tight ends above Kittle. You must have a Kelsey or something of that nature to ask it without even asking the tight end. I think I got to go Godwin. Like I'm going to go in on this passing attack here today. Do you go Kittle or Drake over Godwin?
I like Godwin the least, though.
That's fair enough. He's risky.
Yeah, I don't know. Him and Brady, I feel like just don't have it for some reason.
They're all risky, though. This is a risky group.
Yeah. Drake is the safest, but I don't know.
Kind of like 3 points.
Yeah, they're all like a 2 out of 10 on the safety scale.
I go Godwin.
I think I might fall for the Kittle thing.
Go for the 2 touchdowns from Kittle. I like it.
If he is on like a snap count, they'll put him in situations to succeed. He's not just gonna go and block for like 40 plays.
Exactly.
Like, they'll put him in the red zone. They'll put him in on the goal line.
Right. So yeah, it's either Kittle or Godwin. I think we'll eliminate Drake for the risk. Even though I already said earlier in the show, like I gut call think he scores 2 touchdowns, but he makes me so nervous after last week as well. I would go Godwin if I had these 3 options. I go Rodgers or Hurts. I love Rodgers in the shootout. I love Hurts, but like Rodgers has the floor and the ceiling. Give me him. And Rams. No, I'm going to go Browns. Like Rams get the Seahawks. Browns get the Jets. Like, let's go with that. Give me Greg the Leg every day. I love Greg the Leg too. Fucking love Greg the Leg.
Aaron Hopewater. Help. Need 2 receivers in a flex. Keenan, Cooper Kupp, AB, Gage, Kittle, Jeff Wilson. So pick 3 of these.
This dance of today is going to be a real tough one between Wilson, AB, and Kittle. Like that is just it's a tough call because one of them is going to have a huge day. Maybe they all have good days and it doesn't really matter, but one of them will have a huge day. I really do think AB is going to be that guy. But I play him?
Kupp's locked in.
Yeah, full PPR. Well, kind of. Kupp hasn't been that great either. But I like the Seahawks matchup. Yeah. I kind of like Keenan and Kupp and AB personally is where I go. Yeah, AB is going to be a tough call for a lot of people, it seems. I mean, Wilson's got that upside. Like Mostert's out. Nobody else played at running back. So if they just decide, let's give this guy 25 carries, there's no way he doesn't get 100 in a TD. But I just don't know that happens. I think I get AB in either way because Keenan Allen, the risk, you'll put him at receiver. And then it's a matter of does he get in Kittle or Wilson or does he wait it out here? Wilson risk. Oh my God, this is not fun.
I'm going with the first. I'm going with the first 3.
Yeah, I was leading the first 3. AB, Kittle, Wilson though. That's going to be a decision of the day, and that's like a DraftKings decision of the day because they're all in that like 5,300 to 5K range. Is the same price for all those guys. So that decision might make somebody or cost somebody $1 million later. Could cost me $1 million. We'll find out.
Or you can find a way to put all 3 in draft.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I do have a lineup with all 3. So.
I did good.
But yeah, I'll go the first 3 guys for now. Is where I'm leaning. Unless it's like a standard league. You didn't say the scoring. PPR obviously is a big difference for these guys. If it's standard, then I would go Jeff Wilson today in my flex. And I might even like Kittle too, but PPR wise, I'm guessing that's PPR.
Does that be half PPR, Kmet, Jonnu, or Hooper?
I feel good about Hooper against the Jets. Most points allowed to tight ends. I mean, you don't feel great about any tight ends not named Kelsey, but or Waller. I like Hooper though. I like Hooper of those guys.
Anthony G, start Russ, Brady, or Hurts, and then Kittle or Hawk. He's a Seahawks fan too. So.
Yeah, I'm not playing Russ. I like Hurts just like a spot more than Brady today. I really think Brady, he's my Millie Maker quarterback for today's lineups. I like Brady a lot. But I'm going to go Hurts. I love that upside against Dallas. And then Kittle Hawkinson's really tough. I got to go Kittle. unless you're like a heavy favorite, you had Kamara, you just want safe points. I have Kittle 4, Hawkinson 5, as close as they can be. But I go Kittle today.
GB goal.
Not looking at that.
Giuseppe Rizzo. Giuseppe, Washington D or Bears D?
I gotta like the Bears against the Jags. I gotta do that.
Did you see Minshew's new haircut?
No, is it crazy?
he braided it like it's like
just
cornrows, like long like cornrows down his head.
Oh god,
it's like down the middle of his back. Mitch Chavez, the day was good. My son's birthday today, turning 7.
Happy birthday to your son, Mitch. Yeah, cheers to him. Cheers.
Hopefully he wishes for a championship.
Yes, sir.
Justin Smith, FOF. Need 2 full PPR, Wilson, AB, Gage, or Henderson. Thinking Wilson and Gage to keep Pollard alive just in case.
Yeah, if you go 2, you can't get a Pollard hope. And if Pollard plays with no Zeke, he's a top 10 play. You got to keep that hope alive. I really do like AB though. So I personally go AB over Wilson today. I don't think a lot of people are going to say that or agree with it. And so if you go Wilson instead, I don't hate you for it. It's not like a lock play. But I've said AB a lot on the show, and I feel good about AB today. But I do agree you get one of them in instead of both, because I actually kind of like Henderson over Gage, if I'm going to be honest, as a fallback. But I do agree with the idea of keeping the Pollard hope alive, so you can only go one of them. Yeah. Is how I feel about this. We've got it a bunch. Is there any change of heart for you with AB and Wilson the more we talk about it?
Nope.
Let's roll. Let's roll the dice.
Kevin Deegan need 2 running backs and 3 flex. Did we do this one? I think we did do this one.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Sarno, Hato, it's you, CJ, but with you on the Blues. Good man.
Soccer talk.
Mike Clay, Brady, or Herbert?
Brady today. I'm feeling Brady, baby. Big on Brady.
GB Gold, PPR.
Yeah, right.
Rich Chavez, go Arsenal. Awful human. It's the big rivalry.
That's the big rival today.
Mike Keller, great shirt. CJ, go Chelsea.
There we go.
You need to start rocking jerseys more. Johnny Sousa, Jeff Wilson, Chris Carson, or AB?
It's right back to that Jeff Wilson AB debate today. Full PPR. I'm going to keep going AB. I think he gets a nice 7-8 catches today. Yeah. Even if it's not full PPR, I'm feeling the AB day, but I would go Wilson over Carson if you're leaning for a running back today.
Mitch Chavez, go Juventus. Cristiano Ronaldo, hottest man on earth. Connor Leahy open for Chelsea to lose on Boxing Day. Nope.
Oh, man. CJ's a villain all of a sudden on here.
Kevin Deegan, PPR, Gio or Swift, and then Lamb or Corey Davis.
I'm leaning Swift. I like Gio, and I hyped up that matchup, but Swift is just that much better of a player. And I'm going to go Corey Davis over Lamb. Lamb, yeah, he had 17 points last week, but the touchdown came on an onside kick. So I'm going to go Davis.
Denny, AB or Gage?
I feel good about AB in this one. This is one where Wilson and AB is really hard for me. I like AB over Gage. I do.
GB, they'll get to you. Yes, we will.
Yeah, we did get to you. He's still asked it 18 different times.
So I think he's on YouTube. It looks like there's only so few comments, so I can see the point of it. I guess
I can actually block the user or put user in timeout. I can send BB Gold to the naughty bench.
There he's getting us found on YouTube.
Yeah, if that keeps how many times did he ask it? Oh yeah, he's asked it 1 million fucking times. GB, fucking stop, dude. Don't do that. It's annoying for everybody else.
Shady ass, Darren missed the whole show. Nope, there's still 3 hours left.
Yeah, we'll keep going until we get through all the questions, brother. You're still here. You did miss all the injuries and all that, but if there's anybody you have a specific question on, let us know.
Coons, Hurst or Herbert for 1 championship, and then Herbert, Tannehill, or Baker, my other.
I'm going Jalen Hurts over Herbert this week, and I'm going to go Tannehill in that other one. I think that's going to be a good matchup.
Connor Leahy, Crowder, Rager, Watkins, QD? Need a flex after Julio went out, standard PPR. Also has Pollard.
Yeah, so Pollard's the play if Zeke's out. That's obvious. Like we wouldn't even ask this question, but we don't know about Zeke yet. So assuming Zeke's in, I would go Crowder personally. QD, I have the spot literally below him. I wouldn't be playing Rager or Watkins this week though.
Like Clay, I'm in a predicament. Need 2 running backs and a flex. J-Rob, Dobbins, Jeff Wilson, Pollard, AB. God, all these questions from GB.
Yeah. I mean, again, Pollard, it's that Jeff Wilson. So I think I'm going to go Dobbins locked in, and you need 3 potential players here. So you do got to get one of Jeff Wilson and AB. I mean, this might be the day you get them both in because, like, you might get screwed. No J-Rob, then Zeke plays. If that happens, who's up next? I need to know who your next option is, Mike Clay. Like, if the worst case happens, Zeke plays and J-Rob does not. Because otherwise, I do like Wilson and AB. So Dobbins is the only one I love here. And I think you got to get one of these guys in. Maybe you just do Wilson, Dobbins, leave the flex open for Pollard or J-Rob, and then it gives you the options at least, and you just leave Brown on the bench for today is kind of how I'd play that.
Shitty ass Dobbins, McKissick, Andrews, or Logan Thomas, or DK?
Or DK, pick 2. Damn, he's trying to go back-to-back. Good luck, shady ass. I think I'm going to lean Dobbins and DK here. If I was
my first.
Yeah, full PPR. DK, if he makes you too nervous, and I'm 5 below the ECR at 15 on him. My next one up would probably be McKissick, especially if Gibson sits. So we could revisit this one tomorrow. I'm not going to probably go the tight ends, though, is where I'm leaning here. As Ilya says to GB Gold, chill.
So GB apologize down below. Okay. Good. Name Allen or Hurts at quarterback, 4-point throwing touchdowns with Sanders is my RB1. Too many birds?
This might be one where it makes sense to pivot to Allen just because the safer floor, similar ceilings. Like I'm into that.
Jeremiah, unfortunately, I started Breeze over Goff. Should I have went with my gut? I should have went with my gut. It's okay, though. I still don't count myself out of it.
No. As long as you didn't face Kamara. But this is a good reminder. Like, no matter what we say here, I don't think we did a show and recommended Breeze over Goff. I probably would have, to be honest, though, if it makes you feel better. You always got to go with your gut. You got to live and die with your own sword. You can come back and say, fuck you, Wolf, all you want. But I'm not the one clicking those buttons for you, buddies. So, Jeremiah, I would not count yours. As long as you didn't face Kamara, you should be praying and thanking the gods, no matter what happened to your team yesterday. If you didn't face Kamara, you're breathing, and that's all that matters. You got.
I'm not recommending you Boone over Aaron Jones, which are 400 people.
Oh, that was the worst time of all time.
Jeremiah Moore, would you start Gaskin over Sanders, Swift, or Eckler?
Nah, I would go with all.
I know I missed the beginning. What are your thoughts on the Miami backfield?
I don't know. It's a tough one, man.
They never do a committee, though. They're always like ride the guy.
Exactly. There's literally been like a 70% or more snap guy, I think, in all but 1 or 2 weeks. Like it's a workhorse backfield. That's the way the system has worked. But if you have no clue who the workhorse is going to be, what's it matter? How do you go in? You could roll the dice and try your best to pick out the right guy. Gun to my head, I feel like Ahmed would probably stay the guy after last week, but like Gaskin has been the guy all year. Ahmed's backed him up his whole football career, even at where they played Washington together, the Huskies. So I'd avoid the Dolphins backfield when you have these good of options. One of them could go crazy, and DraftKings wise, getting the right guy might be the difference tonight. Because again, it is a workhorse system, but I'm going to avoid the backs, and I'll go with the 3 you have, Jeremiah.
Jeremiah played against Kamara in his other championship.
That one is where you should be pissed off. I wish you had Breeze in your lineup when we were facing Kamara, so you could just kind of forget about that one. Fuck.
Connor Leahy, do I flex Kiddo and play Logan Thomas over QD Watkins Rager? I think I would.
I think I would too. These are some good tight end options. So here's what you got to do though: is if you're playing Kittle, you got to put him at tight end today, just to keep the flex open, because that way Pollard could still be an option tomorrow. We could revisit this tomorrow to see how today goes. I would play Kittle today, and I would initially start with Logan Thomas in my flex, and then kind of figure it out from there. Tomorrow.
Joel Abutin, Cooper or Cutie?
I like Amari. Dud last week, yeah, but he's been better than he's been a shithead more than not this year, even with Dalton. So I go there.
Jesse DC87, Kittle or Fant?
I'm gonna go Kittle. I'm gonna roll the upside of Kittle coming back today.
Is that a Barrett coworker? The logo on his icon.
I think it's like a burner account of some sort. It's the Fantasy Points logo, but if I'm not mistaken, it's I don't know. Let us know, Jesse. I don't think it is though.
No name. Nice Chelsea jersey. Unfortunately, that specific one is as nice as the classic ones. That's true. That's why I'm a new fan. I need the pretty alternate. That's why.
Joining the new fan pretty alternate turn in.
Johnny Sousa, AB, Jeff Wilson, or Chris Carson. Flex full PPR.
That's a tough one. I'm leaning AB. I'm feeling a big AB day. You got to trust your gut on this one because it could just as easily be a big Wilson day as it could be a big Carson day. Like this, you roll the dice on your gut. My gut says AB on that one.
Austin, who's this GB coach?
You apologize. He'll apologize.
Ranger Mac 94.
You can be a gooch troll and hang between my asshole and balls. Though I had to at least put that in there. But yes, thank you for apologizing, GB. You're new to the show, so we'll forgive it this time. Obviously, in the future, if you do that, we're gonna block you.
I see what the point. I feel like it's hard because you just see if you don't know like all these platforms.
Yeah, if it's your first time on the show, I can see why like you want to just keep getting them in. I understand.
Frazier Mac 94. Start one of these. Higgins, Keenan Allen, or AB.
Oh man, it's like do we do AB today? I have AB above these guys, but I mean above Higgins. But it's like okay, do I play AB above Keenan today if Keenan's playing? I'd probably wait this one out. Because I like Higgins enough that I'd rather have Keenan if he's fully good to go. But if he's not, then Higgins is a good fallback.
Why haven't we had any Donald Parham questions today?
I know. With Hunter Henry out, love some Donald Parham, XFL legend. He's got to be like 2,500 on DraftKings too. He's gonna be.
I feel like he'll be my like tight end that always sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
Ruben Serrano, good morning, guys. Danny Jennings, pick three of these. AB, Cup, Robbie, Gage, Rashard Higgins. Sit one.
We got to sit one. No, there's 5 options here. AB, Cup, Robbie, Gage. I lean AB, Cup, and Higgins as of right now. I'd bench Robbie and Gage. So yeah, you're getting AB in today and kind of figuring it out from there. But I go AB, Cup, Higgins personally. I do have Higgins above Robbie Anderson this week. And I actually feel pretty good about that. Like I'm not upset. I'm bumping AB up in my rankings. Hold on, give me 1 sec. 'Cause I keep recommending him, and I'm like, wow, you know what? He's not as high in my rankings as I feel about him. So I'm gonna bump him up over DJ Moore. Let's hope he pans out. But that if that's how I'm recommending it, if that's how I'm calling it, I need to make sure my rankings reflect it. So AB has been bumped up, folks, in the rankings.
Mike Clay, Aguilar, Mooney, or Ty Johnson?
Oh man, I got to go Mooney here. 2 touchdowns, 2 weeks. Jaguars matchup. I don't feel good about any of these other ones. So yeah, give me Mooney. I don't feel great, but yeah, desperate times.
Ruben Serrano, tight end, PPR, Tunyon, Logan Thomas, or Kittle?
I gotta go Kittle. I'm feeling good about Kittle. The Kittle train.
Receiver, pick one. Ayuk, Woods, Mike Evans. Thanks.
I'm feeling a big Evans day today. And that was another thing I want to change in my rankings is I'm putting, I like AB not, with, and I love Evans too. I think they're both good plays today. Let me just move this here. But yeah, I rank them Evans, Ayuk, and Woods, but they're all top 12. They're literally all of my top 12 receivers. So well done there, Mr. Robert Serrano.
Seamus Kniff with the broken space bar. Ayuk or Keenan Allen, full PPR?
I got to go Ayuk today and go Pats, even though they suck.
No, we don't. We want them to not win the rest of the season.
That's true. At this point, there's no
need that draft. We need the draft pick.
Yeah.
Anthony Fellow, wicked hyped up. Good shit.
Yeah, he's got his big matchup coming up with Shady Ass. I fucking love it.
James Smith, who is your DK tight end on Saturday and your top defense?
I'm forcing Kittle into my lineup this Sunday or Saturday. Obviously different. I am going all in to get Kittle and figuring out from there. I mean, Kelsey, sorry, on tomorrow. Today, I'm doing double tight ends today. Is how
I'm going Waller Kittle.
I love Waller. I love Hawkinson though at 4,800 too. I mean, obviously Waller at 7K is appetizing. I'm fading him. I want to get DeAndre Hopkins in my lineup with Mike Evans and Marvin Jones at receiver. And so I have to pay down at tight end. I think Hawkinson can find the end zone today. He's been nice and steady despite last week's obviously dud. So I think Kittle though at 5K is probably my favorite. He's going to be a lot of people's favorites today. But I find myself going a lot of Kittle, Hawkinson, or Kittle AB flex too. Ooh.
Seamus just asked the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Kevin Wolf, would you start Cardinals or Panthers, D?
I mean, I see the logic with the Panthers as you outlined right there. The
Panthers defense has been putting up a bunch of points too.
They've had some like 17, 19 point days. They had back-to-back ones.
Even against the Packers, I think they sacked Rodgers like 5 times. They've been getting after it a little bit.
They are in a pretty good spot. Let me see where I have them. I mean, this is a tough one. I like the Cardinals a lot today, though. I liked them more before Kittle was in, but I still like them more than the Panthers. I think, I'm gonna go Cardinals.
Giuseppe, would you bench Hunt for either Bowden or McCain?
I would not bench. I don't love Hunt this week, but I wouldn't bench him for either of those guys.
Anthony Acosta, Swift or Jacobs, full PPR?
Like Jacobs, safer. I don't like Swift that much today against that tough Tampa Bay run D.
Buzz, Kittle or Hawkins, Tampa Bay defense or Miami defense?
Tough one, Buzz. I have Kittle 4, Hawk 5. And I go Kittle, obviously, because I have him higher, but tough call. Very tough one.
The chosen rose, Jeff Wilson Jr. or J-Rob?
Well, it's one of those things, we got to wait that one out till tomorrow, but we can't because Jeff Wilson plays today. So with these type of ones, guys, let us know, who's the next one up. If J-Rob does not play tomorrow, who's our next man up? Because if it's back to like Lynn Bowden, then you just get Jeff Wilson and you don't risk it, But if you have a pretty good fallback, Gio Bernard is
fine with Wilson as well.
Yeah, like I'm okay just playing Wilson today, unless you have a really good fallback after that.
Jose Vega, pick 2, full PPR, Cup, Allen, Ayuk.
I got to bench Keenan Allen of that group.
Seamus, Kniff, Kyler, or Jalen?
I'm going to go Kyler today. Absolutely. The same ceilings, higher floor with Kyler.
Jose Vega, pick 1, J-Rob, Fournette, Gibson.
I guess I just go Fournette today because we don't know the deal with Robinson and Gibson, right? Like, how can we risk it? And Fournette's in such a good spot. I don't want to waste that.
Christian Gunnelson, half PPR, down big against Kamara. Lamar or Hurts?
I gotta go.
You're just gonna go all crazy ceilings.
Yeah, they both have crazy ceilings. I'll go Hurts and just hope he like throws for 300, runs for 100. I think he has the higher ceiling than Lamar this week.
Dobbins, Gibson, J-Rob, or Gaston?
It's like low. I think one of them. I would probably go Gibson if he plays, just because he's that like the most 30-point boom upside. But if not, then I go Dobbins over the other guys. These ones, I would go. We only need one of them, probably Keenan, and just again, you're hoping for ceilings, so you need a Keenan.
16 targets or something.
Right, exactly.
And then Mark Andrews or Kittle.
I would just go Kittle and hope for 2 touchdowns like tonight.
And then
Andrews has that type of upside too, though. So I would, I'd go Mandrews over Kittle and just hope for 2 touchdowns.
And then flex someone else from this list.
If Gibson plays, it's him. But then like my next one up would be AB, and we can't figure that out. So we'd have to play him today.
So why don't you play AB in your receiver
over Keenan? Yeah, play AB over Keenan, and then you can have Keenan Allen for your flex if Gibson doesn't play. Yeah, I kind of like that. There's no way Gibson and Robinson both sit, right? Like, I think one of them will play.
I don't know if I trust Robinson. I'm obviously not anything right now, but I don't think I would trust Robinson.
He'd be a tough one, yeah. That would not be great. Yeah, I think I'll get AB in today, just because, again, I'm really high on him today. I think you're going to get a good AB day. Another 19, 20-pointer.
Jose Vega, Kittle, or Ebron full PPR?
Kittle for me. Is Ebron even playing this week?
He had that weird injury.
Yeah.
Yo Soy, Tony, good morning. Wilson, J. Rob, or Higgins, full PPR?
Let's go Wilson there.
Cool Whip. He got disconnected. PPR, Kittle, or AB?
That's a brutal one. I slightly lean AB, but Kittle does have that huge ceiling today if he scores a couple touchdowns. What do you think of Kittle versus AB? I'm making that same decision on DraftKings. I think I'm leaning
I'm going AB.
Fingers fucking crossed, CJ. AB, we need him today.
Jeremiah Moore, Watkins, or Gage, standard?
I go Gage there. I like Gage.
Yeah, don't need any help this week thanks to Kamara. Hope you all had a good Christmas.
You certainly had a good Christmas, TS. I did too. I appreciate it. But I did not have Kamara type of good Christmas. But congrats on your title here. Well done.
Austin first, or Tyler Bass, or Suck Up?
Probably Suck Up. Easier matchup. Kickers suck, but whatever.
I'm a Bass guy. Sarah Riley, Kittle, Fant, or Goddard?
I feel like we never get the tight end right for Sarah, unfortunately. But I'm going to go Kittle, though. I feel really good about Kittle today. Like, you got it. If you have Kittle, you got to go him, is my opinion.
Buzz wants to know if you should play Jacobs tonight or wait for Pollard.
I think you got to play Jacobs tonight. Like, Pollard, I'd have higher if there's no Zeke, but, I think I have Jacobs right around 11 or 12. So, yeah, I go Jacobs there.
Sarah Riley need one running back and one flex. Carson, DJ, Swift, Gibson, Woods, or Anderson. And she needs ceiling.
Oh, no. Sarah faced Kamara. I'm sorry. I would lean Gibson if he plays. I would play David Johnson if not. I wouldn't play Swift today. And then flex-wise, I would play both running backs if they play, again, Gibson. And if not, I would go Robert Woods and hope for like a 30-point Woods day.
Matt Murray, Wolf, push for the ship. Let's fucking go, Howl.
I will. I'll howl for you if you win it, brother. Let's go, Murray. Love to see you, brother. Let's get that win.
KSU Wildcats rock. J-Rob, Pollard, Higgins, Mike Williams, Gallup, or if Pollard plays.
Yeah, we don't know, right? We got to wait. And Pollard's the top option here. If Zeke plays, if Zeke doesn't play, if Zeke plays, I don't really want to use either of them. J-Rob would be the next best option, but he might sit. In which case, I would go T. Higgins. I like Higgins, no Boyd. I think we get a plenty of run there.
And the Wolf we trust.
Yes, Murray. And you're a Wolf yourself, man. Let's get that title, baby.
Jim Bob Cooter, Wolf. We are in the finals for fantasy here. If you didn't know,
sure are.
I have Ridley and Godwin with Cook and Eckler, with Swift at flex and Hawkinson at tight end. But I picked up Marvin Jones off the waivers. What is the play? So would you play Marvin over Swift at the flex or over Godwin?
I
like him over Godwin.
I like him over Godwin, and then it's Godwin or Swift for me. And I lean Godwin slightly over Swift. I don't know. I'm fading Swift today, and it could kill me. But I'm not into Swift against this Bucks D. So I would play Jones and Godwin today over Swift.
It's standard too. That's actually
yeah. I'm not into Swift today. I don't know. I don't think he scores. And non PPR. Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Andrew Koledzig, Kittle or Hawkinson?
Got that one a bunch of times now. And again, I want to reiterate, this is my 4 and 5, my tight end 4 and 5. I like them both this week. Kittle's my 4. I go with the upside most times. Hawkinson, much safer in my opinion. Other than last week's dud, he's been rock solid all year. So it depends on what you need. I'm going Kittle more times than I'm going Hawkinson, though.
You're welcome.
How about that? Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
And thank you also. Thank you. Marcos Valdez Scantling, half PPR, TJ Hawkinson, Logan Thomas, or Kittle?
I'm going to go back to Kittle again. Yeah, and then of these defenses, Cleveland against the Jets, like always. I mean, Jacksonville's going back to Glennon, so now I might go back to Chicago. Glennon revenge narrative against Chicago, though, after they signed that ridiculous contract. Cleveland and Chicago are the top 2. I'm not going to go Buffalo here. I think I'm leaning slightly.
Yeah, why wouldn't you go Buffalo? Peter's offense is fucking terrible.
Yeah, I mean, they're all good options, but I think the Jets and Jags are better matchups.
I think you feel like we might see a lot of Stidham for the rest of the year.
But you think what? Sorry?
I feel like we might be seeing a lot of Stidham for the rest of the year.
I hope so. Why not, right?
I know. I don't get why not. But.
I hope so.
Millie C, Tunyon or Kittle?
I would go Kittle. I would.
Millie C, pick 2, Deontay Godwin, AB, standard league.
I go Deontay locked in, and then your coin flip of the Bucks. I know you like AB more than Godwin. I still side with Godwin. I think I had him, after having him last year, I'm still a little biased and just love him. But yeah, it's a coin flip. CJ would go AB, right? Would you go AB over Godwin or?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't, that's tough.
Mackenzie, Garrett, Crawford, Brady, or Josh Allen?
I would go Josh Allen, definitely. I mean, it's not definitely because Brady does get, the Detroit.
For Mike, standard wide receiver 2, Keenan or Ayuk?
I go Ayuk, and then I go.
Would you flex Keenan over these others?
It might be a different league, but oh man, I kind of want Kittle in there.
Sarno, screw the haters, go Blues. I agree. Hillary Margaret, hi Wolf. Wish I hadn't played the Saints D last night, but at least I'm not facing Kamara. Thank you for all the help this year.
You're welcome, Hillary Margaret.
Hi, Hillary.
Yes, and if you checked my rankings, Hillary, I did have Washington at 4 and the Saints at like 9 or 10. So who knows?
Kevin Deegan, this question was different from the other one. Sorry, I have 2 very similar dynasty teams. Need 2 running backs, 3 flex, full PPR. Taylor Hunt, Gibson. So sit one of these running backs.
I'd sit Hunt, but obviously the decision's made for you if Gibson doesn't play. But if he's in, I'm sitting Hunt there.
And then 3 flex, DJ Moore, Deontay, Godwin, AB, Lamb, and probably a running back.
Or probably a running back too. I would go Deontay as the lock. I'm not doing Lamb. I mean, I might just go both Bucks guys. Load up today. Full PPR. Just hope those guys are the ones that go off. If you don't like that, then you go DJ Moore instead of going both Bucks guys. That's where I lean.
Yo, soy Tony 617 RB2 and flex PPR. Kittle, Gio, Wilson, Higgins, Gibson, Gaskin.
I gotta go. I mean, I want Gibson if he plays, so I don't know that I load in both Wilson and Kittle today. So I think you got to keep a spot open. So then it comes down to Kittle or Wilson. You got to get one of them in. I probably just play Wilson, get the RB2 spot taken care of, and keep my flex PPR open. Although I guess Gibson or Gio would be the other one. What do you think, Kittle or Wilson? Which one are you leaning, CJ?
Full PPR. Let's go with. I don't know. Wilson's just so safe to me. I'm gonna go Wilson.
Definitely safer. Oh man, get Wilson in, and we'll figure this out later without Kittle. I wouldn't play. Fuck. Kittle's Kittle. Like it's Kittle. It's fucking Kittle. Like if it is Kittle, like the real Kittle, he's gonna have a touchdown today. Like, Kittle, AB, and Wilson are like my nightmare today. And that's like the most common question. Fuck. I'm not playing Gaskins, if that makes it any easier. I wouldn't play Higgins. I do want to wait it out for Gibson, so I want to play only one guy. I would lean Kittle. I think he's going to score. Fuck.
Kevin Deegan testimonial coming in on Monday after the championships are decided. You guys have been great. Everyone should fill one up. I agree. Smart man.
Thank you so much, Kevin Deegan. That's so appreciated. You're the man. And you can find that form at rotostreetjournal.com/support2020. And Wolfpack, thumbs up for the remainder of the show. We got about 25 minutes left till kickoff. So if you got to go rapid fire mode, we will. But thumbs up helps us get out to more people and answer more questions.
Andrew Michael, Hurts or Tannehill?
Leaning Hurts there. Tannehill's in a great spot. A lot of good quarterbacks this week. It's a tough one to decide on quarterbacks. But I don't think Hurts busts. I really don't. Tannehill would be safer though. Again, it's I don't like to, it's not like I'm hedging like, oh, you can have this one or that one. I would play Hurts in 99% of the time. But if you're in like a nice, secure spot, Tannehill will have 20 at minimum against Green Bay. So I lean Hurts though.
Soy Tony, Cleveland or Arizona?
Got to go Cleveland with that Jets matchup coming up.
We already got that
one. He said, so the stack potential for Andrew. I mean, I like it, but season longs, the stack isn't quite like DFS where you need it. It's, sometimes even better spread the wealth a little bit.
Buzz is predicted to win. Hawk or Kiddo?
I think with the safe factor, then I appreciate you adding in. If it's a pretty safe projection, I would go Hawk. If you have like a nice 20-point like projected lead, but again, I have Kittle higher. I do. In most cases, I'm going Kittle, but in this type of situation, if you're a big heavy favorite, then Hawk is safer.
Kyler or Jalen for Buzz?
I like Jalen. I like Kyler today. My number 3, Hurts is my 4.
Mike Clay, there's no next option. It's only a 5-spot bench. That's why I'm in the predicament. It's a huge gamble waiting on J-Rob and Pollard. I also have A-Rob in my 3 receiver spot. Yeah,
fuck. If you got nothing and there's nothing good to pick up as a backup, then you just got to load the lineup today, Mike. Man, it'd be nice to wait on, especially Pollard, but it does seem like Zeke is trending towards playing. Like, it's not one where it's really truly up in the air.
Tunes, how do we feel about Hawk?
I like him. I think he rebounds pretty nicely today. I do.
Buzz, Kittle or Jacobs in PPR, or wait it out and hope for Pollard?
You got to go Jacobs. I feel good about Jacobs the way he's been rolling.
Jeremiah, I don't blame you all for the Breeze dud. How were you supposed to know Kamara would go for 6 rushing touchdowns?
Very, very true. You'd think at least one of them would be a throwing touchdown, right?
And Taysom Hill, the dickhead, getting another touchdown.
Yeah, 52 points from the Saints, and Breeze has 10 fucking fantasy points. Like, that's just a nightmare. Exactly. How do you see that happening?
Dilly Bar, great ice cream, by the way.
I love the Dilly Bar.
Gaskin or QD flex?
I don't think I want to get into that Miami backfield today. It's too risky, Dilly. Too risky.
Another one from Dilly, TB or Philly?
Probably TB. I don't love either. Philly does get the Cowboys. Cowboys been playing pretty good though. I'm gonna go TB today and hope for like a pick 6.
Seamus Kniff, thanks so much. Todd Father, time to win the bronze medal this week. There's no money involved. I said everyone, I don't really give a shit about that. Logan Thomas or Kittle, and I'd ask you for a Beasley or Lockett pick. Since Lockett is, to me, that won't be a question.
That's fair enough. And I would go Beasley over Lockett for whatever it's worth as well. I would go Kittle. I would go Kittle over Logan Thomas.
Christian Gunnelson, appreciate it as always, boys. Cheers to a great season.
Cheers to you. Hope you get that title.
Buzz, flex PPR, Kittle or Jacobs in the flex. Next man up would be Pollard.
We covered this one for Buzz. We've hit him.
Andrew, it's just written different ways. Andrew McGrady, start 2 PPR. Fournette, James Robinson, Pollard, 2Y.
Fournette, and then we get to wait it out and see. Like if everything bends right, Pollard's by far the best option, but we just don't know that.
Sorry, I'll get your testimonials in. Yep.
It's just so greatly appreciated, and it will be put to very, very good use. It's not a waste of time, I promise you. It'd be so, so appreciated. Wolfpack, rotostreetjournal.com/support2020, where you can do that. And of course, tips are also appreciated too. We love the testimonials. And that's probably going to go a longer way to securing us some bigger money. But again, it doesn't hurt during the holiday season to get a little tip. We'll buy some beers on you. It'd be nice.
Seamus, Kniff, Eckler, JT, Jacobs, or Robinson need 3 of these full PPR.
I would probably, you got to bench Robinson here. Too risky, Seamus. I would bench Robinson. All the other options are good-looking ones, too. So I would lean that way.
Todd Feller, should I play Kiddo / Logan Thomas flex or Kiddo, Logan, and Beasley in the flex? Half PPR. Love you guys. Don't love the soccer jersey, CJ. It's all about Bayern. Hey, different leagues. It's fine.
I don't care about any of that. None of that means anything to me. I would play Kittle and Beasley, though, is where I'm leaning for this one. I wouldn't double tight end that one because I love Beasley. He's so legit.
Buzz, Wilson, or Jacobs?
Feeling Jacobs.
Cardinal down, James Robinson or Jeff Wilson, full PPR. Wilson plays today, so I don't know if I can afford to wait and see if J. Rob plays.
Yeah, especially depends on your backup option, like what's next up. But I would probably go Wilson. He's a nice, safe option today.
Patty.
Some snow.
Carson.
Some snow. I wonder what the real snow or other
Patty
snow.
might be getting into something.
You know, Patty.
It's a long weekend. No.
Yeah, there you go. Long Christmas weekend. I would probably. I don't love Swift today, but I also don't love Carson's matchup. Gun to my head, I'm probably going Carson. I actually just looked. I have him 18-19. So a few times between like Hawk and what's his fucking name? I don't even. Whatever. Hawk and Kittle. And Hurts and Kyle, like a lot of 1-on-1, like right next to each other. But I go Carson very, very slightly.
Derek Schneider, PPR, Jeff Wilson today, or Melvin Gordon. Also, Zeke, but he doesn't know if he can even be played.
Nah, you're not playing Zeke. I'd go Melvin Gordon. No, Philip Lindsay this week. So I'm there.
Jeremiah's at work and missed your answer. Gage or Watkins?
No problem, brother. Appreciate you tuning in, even at work. Love it. I think we both liked Gage, right? I'm not that into Watkins. It's like it could be 100.
Cut him after week 1 every year.
Exactly. Play him week 1, send him packing. Literally, he hasn't had a good week.
We need to remember to write an article week 1 of next year for like DFS and everything.
Yeah, play Sammy Watkins no matter what you do.
Kicks from like Flex, Pollard, Kittle, Swift, Bell, J-Rob, standard league.
A lot of interesting options. I mean, Pollard's the best option, so it's a matter of like, is Kittle worth it today to not get that chance? And you got some pretty good, like Bell's a decent fallback. Like in a vacuum, I'd have Kittle above Bell, but if everything goes wrong and Bell's your only option, that's not a bad play. So I'd wait it out till tomorrow.
Ben Tomsick, Tampa or Arizona?
I like Arizona. I feel good about that matchup against Beathard today.
Octobon, half PPR, Bell, Allen, or Woods?
I like Woods. Top 12 receiver for me. I like Woods.
Sarno, good luck to everyone.
Absolutely. Get what you need today, Wolfpack. Big 3-game slate. A lot of intriguing players, especially the first game. A lot of shootout potential there.
Patty, DK, or Carson at the flex?
Ooh, Patty, that's tough because DK, the Rams. I'm going to go DK, though. I got to go DK. I can't bench him. Would you go DK over Carson?
Yeah, he just his blow-up ability is just off
it's
the
too
charts,
big.
so.
2 touchdowns. I mean, Carson is safer.
He's going to get a lot of Jalen, but
Yeah, I'm going to go DK there. No problem, Buzz. We love that you're interacting, and we love that you have questions. No need to apologize.
I love the blue fur animal around the neck, too. Whatever that is. Matthew Noto, J-Rob, or Gio?
Well, we don't know what the deal is with Rob. But yeah, Gio's certainly safer. I imagine James Robinson's not going to play. And I think Gio's a nice fallback if he doesn't.
Kicks from Mike, Kyler, or Herbert?
I got to go Kyler. Got to go Kyler, kicks for Mike. Let's do it.
Andrew McGrady, Browns or Colts?
Got to go Browns. Jets matchup, baby. Got to go with that one. I know the Jets played okay last week, but like let's not forget what they've been like all year. All righty, Wolfpack. That's all of them. Another loaded Saturday. Not quite as long as the last one. I think we took our time last time though because we didn't have a kickoff that we were contending with. So yeah, no problem, Dirk. Happy New Year to you as well. I hope we got it right for you. Cheers. And that goes out to everybody as well. Thank you, Wolfpack, so much. It's been an awesome 2020 for a season we didn't think we were going to have. We got 200 times the traffic we got last year. We got the shows, as you guys can see, are way more jam-packed because you guys are growing and growing the pack. It's been an awesome year for a year that we didn't even know if we were going to have it. So we're so thankful for you guys for making this year that otherwise has sucked in many ways, a really good one for RSJ. And to keep helping out, if you're willing, rotostreetjournal.com/support2020, testimonials and tips. I totally understand those of you that want to wait till you see how the ship goes. Hopefully it's not because you want to only give us a testimonial if you win it. 16 weeks is a long fucking time to get you there too. Don't forget, even when you're pissed off. But it would be legit. If you were willing to help out, or at least a tip for us, would be so helpful. Dilly Bar, let's go. Wolfpack, get those rings. Totally agree. Fournette is on my waiver wire. Him over Swift. I would go Fournette over Swift, actually.
Yeah, I think I would too. Yeah.
I would do that. Well done this year from Hillary Margaret. Nice. Thank you, Hillary Margaret. Not from the living room today, sadly. Playing Houston D over Dolphins because Fella dropped him. I don't think I would play in those. Dilly Bar getting the testes in too. In what way? They get the testes in sounds better.
Hey, Hillary should bring us home a nice New Haven pizza.
Yeah, seriously. Have you ever been down there and had it? Oh, it's worth the hype. It's I was kind of like, you guys are just psychos and like are way overhyping it. Pepe's is the real fucking deal.
So I've had Pepe's in Chestnut Hill, but it's like more the chain there. It's not the original.
Yes. No, you got to get what I've learned is it's all about the oven, like the old.
Yeah, so the one in Chestnut Hill, it's just like a brand new oven.
Yeah, you got to have the old school, like a million pizzas have been cooked in this thing type of oven.
Yeah.
And she's repping the RSJ gear down in Connecticut. So at least we're getting some good exposure there. Hey, another question. Why not? Ashawn Malik, Davis or Bell? I go Bell. I like Bell there. I just don't like Davis this week. I might be too low on him, but I don't like him. Yes, you have to go to OG New Haven. It doesn't count. Says Hillary Margaret. It's all about the oven. Alrighty, folks. Thank you guys so much. Nice little last minute interactions as we're trying to sign off here. But hey, whatever. Until kickoff, I'm going to go maybe shower, get out of this like drinking, eating hole that I've been in. Probably just continue to binge. But we'll back. You guys are the fucking best. Thank you so much again for a great 2020. We will be, of course, live tomorrow. It's not Sunday. It feels kind of like a Sunday, but it's not. We'll be live tomorrow for all these. Is Pollard now in play? Is all that? Are we celebrating Kittle? Are we celebrating Wilson and AB? Let's prayers up for AB, big day, because I know we're high on him this show. But guys, thank you again so much for all the support, for coming in every Saturday, Sunday, whenever we're live. Let's hope we get it all right for you guys. Ilias, Allen Robinson, Corey Davis. It's Allen Robinson. Best of luck, guys. Get what you need. Hopefully we're celebrating $1 million win later today too. Any send off words, CJ?
Nope, I think you covered most of it. So yeah, we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow too.
Yes, that's true. It's not the final
conclusion a little too much.
Yeah, we'll see you guys again tomorrow. So best of luck.
I'll be out for the 2021 big board.
Yeah, it'll be out by Monday, probably by tomorrow. I'll probably be working on that through the games today. So, alrighty, Wolfpack. Long-winded goodbye, but it's been awesome. See you guys later.
See you guys.